Yeah, this is the big figure that European politicians have been keen to stress. It's the first time since European Parliament elections started that the turnout hasn't gone down. It actually went way up, somewhere between 8 and 10 points. It's quite it's being seen here as a backing at least of European democracy, if not a backing of where the EU has been headed. You could read this as people are understanding that the European Union has an important place in their lives, whether they like what it's doing or not. So, of course, a big factor in driving up this turnout is that people were increasingly voting for Eurosceptic anti-EU parties. And so you can't say that's necessarily an endorsement of the European project. But at the same time, it's important to point out that these parties are really no longer asking for their countries to leave the EU. We saw after Brexit, it had the impact on the French far right, the German far right, the Italian far right. No one is asking for their countries to leave the EU anymore. They kind of want to change it from the inside. And so even if that increase in turnout this year was driven by people upset with the EU, it's still being taken here as a sign of a healthier EU democracy, that people are willing to come out and vote. They understand the importance of the EU. And so even if they're voting for those anti-EU politicians, people are still taking that as a sign of confidence in the project as a whole.